What's going on, guys? Rock Lee AC here, bringing you guys a very special deck profile today. I'll be showcasing a very spicy Jackie Chun hand destruction deck from the latest, including the latest set, Destroyer Kings, which was technically released on the 8th for pre-releases and officially out in stores on the 15th. Got some new cards and been playtesting this deck for the past couple weeks. It's been extremely fun. The main point of this deck is to abuse the Cheelai featured rare, which I know there's a lot of different builds going around with that kind of hand destruction theme, but I think this deck has a lot of potential and a lot of cool combos that you'll see in a bit. So first off, Jackie Chun. I know it's been a while since everybody has seen him, but he's been in one of the box release, or TP 2 releases for the leader. So Jackie Chun, when this card attacks a leader card, draw a card. When your life is 4 or less, you may choose up to 2 of your energy, switch in active mode, flip it over. So nice and simple. Permanent. During battles where this card is attacking a battle card in rest mode, your opponent can't combo. And at the same time, when this card attacks, draw a card, and this card negates plus 5k power for the duration of the turn. This is very relevant because there's going to be a lot of battle cards, there's a lot of people swinging, and if they don't negate, then you're going to be able to kill like a lot of their boss monsters. In this format, there's going to be a lot of big drops, and if you can't answer them or take them out the turn after they're put in play, then you're pretty much gone. So what I like about Jackie Chun is his ability to attack battle cards that are in rest mode and they can't combo to protect them, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to run this deck, and I think it has a lot of potential. So keep that in mind. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and go with the negates. So I'm running 4 Time Magic. Time Magic obviously is one of the best yellow negates. It allows your opponent's battle cards to be put in rest modes and they can't reset it for the next turn. And also has Sparking 5 so that you could use it when you're tapped out. I teched in 1 Flying Nimbus just in case there's a lot of decks that like to either go wide or just like spam the board. Brawly BR likes to do that, where you just keep on going to the next level and next chain, or just like Swarm in general, Lineage and all that stuff. So very solid card. You could put more if you want, depending on the matchup, depending on the meta. 2 Battering Lasers. I like this just because it goes against a lot of like the slower control decks, Hurdigarn, Blue Black, Janemba, Mill, people that like to defend their board and stuff. So you really want to push damage in this deck because you don't have too many like boss creatures, so to say. Next is Merciless Strike Zangia. This is one of the pirates. This is one of the new cards in the set. You do kind of build up a drop zone, so Sparking 5 isn't a big of a deal. I just added her because she's one of the new cards. She's guaranteed plus 10k, and it's strong. Next, of course, is Pseudo Super Combo, Infernal Villainy Cell. He has crit if you want to hard cast him, but you mostly play for the Super Combo aspect. Next is Fearless Assault Crillon. He is another card from the new Destroyer King set. Finally, yellow has an aggro card like Trunks and like the 1-drop Pan, things that could get you life, but also provide a lot of offensive power. And Fearless Assault Crillon is one of them. When this card attacks, you may choose 1 card from your life, add it to your hand. If you do, this card gets plus 10k and crit. So just like the Trunks 1-drop, swing, crit. Now yellow has one of those, and I think that's very strong. Something that they really needed aside from like the Bardock super rare turn 1 play. Next, something very spicy that I ran, which is Trading Blows Son Goku. When you play this card, if your leader card is a world tournament, and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places in the drop area. So that's very strong. Combine that with Jackie Chun, who is a world tournament special trait. You could spam this and bring them out later, and if they have 5 or more cards in the hand, they place a card in the drop area. So it's a nice 1-for-1, and you could combo this out later. It's just a nice early play if you want to, or put a lot of pressure. Next are just tech choices depending on your meta. Cronoa against Shigesh, because that would kill a lot of my main pieces, especially Cheelai. And then Dark Massin against like the Child Wishes and Shenron decks. Alright, let's go on to the combo pieces here. We got one of the new cards from the set. Cheelai Frieza Force Soldier. She's actually from the starter deck for Brawly. And if you haven't picked that up, you could pick that up, I think, now as of this time of the video is released. Auto, when you play this card, draw a card. That's very strong. It's another nice, like, simple Borgos or Majin Buu or any turn 1 play that draws, so replaces herself. And then activate main for 1 green and 1 colorless. Choose up to 1 green Frieza's army card with an entry cost of 2 or less from your hand, from your deck, and play it. Then shuffle your deck. So this is pretty much the most consistent way to get out the Cheelai feature rare. So Cheelai is a Frieza army, turn 2, and when one of your opponent's battle cards is KO'd, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. So yeah, the point is to pretty much get Cheelai out to get the other Cheelai, and then you can start your combos and everything. Next is Crillon as a barrier. I just put in there because I have a lot of 1-drops, and the featured rare Son Goku could really shut this deck down early game. I want to be able to attack with like my Krillins, for instance. But he's just there because he could pop barrier cards that are 2 or less, very annoying stuff. Maybe go against like the Agent of Destruction cards, like the Babidi that has barrier. That's another good card to KO it. And then again, combined with Cheelai, they have to discard a card. So it's a nice early card that pops. Next is 2 quick Obstruction Whis. He's a barrier blocker. I just put him there because he's very annoying to get rid of. If my opponent's gonna be dropping like a crazy big bomb, it's gonna be they're gonna have a hard time to get rid of it against like Victory Strike or like just big crazy decks that want to go all in. Shenron Triple Strike decks. All right, next we go with some of the new Agent of Destruction cards. 2 Bojack Agent of Destruction. So what this card says is when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode. So what this entails is that, if they got a big barrier drop card, and it could be any cost, you could rest it, and then with my leader, Jackie Chun, I could attack into it, forcing them to either use a negate, or if not, then they're going to pretty much lose the battle card as like a combo, and they can't. And then again, with Cheelai out in there, they're going to be losing a big drop barrier card, and then they're going to be dropping card from their hand. Very strong. Also, during his activate main, you can pay 2 colorless. If this card is in rest mode, choose your opponent's leader card, switch it to rest mode, and that can be switched to active until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this card, that effect alone is extremely strong, and I think very overlooked, because there's a lot of leaders that will obviously plus from attacking, but also using like effects and stuff, mostly like Shenron, so that I can tap and get the Dragon Balls. But just in general, like leader swings, attacking and drawing card and getting like a plus 5k boost, having them to prevent that is very strong. So being able to do that for maybe like a turn or 2, just for that nice control aspect is really powerful. So being able to rest a card when he's put in play, that fits well with the theme. Next, I ran 1 Agent 13, Agent of Destruction. He's critical. Activate main for 2 colorless. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Nice and simple. Then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand, places it in the drop area. So when you're playing this along with Cheelai, you're going to KO a battle card, triggers Cheelai, and then also this will also trigger Agent of Destruction Android 13. And they have to choose a card from their hand, place in the drop area. So they're pretty much losing a board, and they're losing 2 cards out of their hand just for Android 13's effect. So you're pretty much not going to get those effects until like turn 4 and stuff, but even still, it's a very powerful play. Next is 3 Kami's Power Piccolo. You could probably even cut this down to 2 and maybe bump up the Android 13. But obviously, barrier, double strike, very strong, activate main, once per turn, bond 2. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Again, I think a lot of earlier builds have this combo where you have Kami and Cheelai out, and then they have to discard a card and they lose a card. So it's very strong plays. It's a very staple card for this Cheelai hand destruction engine, which I guess I'll call it that. Next is 2 Shenron Figure Majesty. This card has a lot of versatility. 1, you draw a card. 2, you're able to switch up to 2 of your energy and put them in active mode. You also get to either choose 1 battle card with energy cost 2 or less from your drop area and play it, or you could choose your leader card and 1 of your battle cards, and it gets plus 5k power and crit for the duration turn. So that's very powerful. You're either going to be untapping 2, you're going to be putting play a 2 or less in play if you want to put your Cheelais in there, your 1-drop Cheelai, so you can search for the other drop. You could put the Crillon to kill a berry card, or you could put what I like to put is mostly Trading Blows Son Goku, so that they discard a card. A lot of variety into your choices there. Next is 2 Surprise Attack Friezas. So this activates when your opponent's battle card is KO'd. So that triggers off of Kami's Power Piccolo, triggers off of Double Impact Crillon, triggers off of Jackie Chun, just attacking battle card and KOing it. Then you're able to put this Frieza in play as long as you don't have one of these guys in play. So he's a 15k crit. It's a nice way to get something on board, puts pressure on your opponent, and very strong play. Next is 1 Super 17, their Friendly Machine. It's a tech card that I like. This card's attack cannot be negated. When you play this card, you can choose 2 cards from your hand, place them in the drop area. So again, this is a hand destruction deck, so your opponent shouldn't have such a large hand size. And then depending on what you got, if you're very confident, then you could pitch 2 cards, maybe some dead cards here or there, and you could kind of go all in with this attack that can't be negated. Only by like a few things, I think, Janemba's ability. And then 1 last card is Scientist Fu. He's just like your last other big drop. You don't really have a lot of big attackers in here. You got Kami's Power Piccolo with a 20k double striker. You got Super 17 double striker 20k. Scientist Fu is another 25k double striker. So you could definitely add another one of these guys, or maybe like another boss monster. But for the most part, you're kind of just whittling them down through hand size, playing either multiple trading Son Gokus, discarding their hand, or Cheelai and KOing their board. But for the most part, you're kind of utilizing a lot of these tricks and combo pieces. So yeah, that is my spicy Jackie Chun leader deck. I know it's all kind of messy here and whatnot. This is something that I've been playtesting for the past couple weeks. Actually, I haven't been around because I've been playtesting really hard for the Chicago Celebrations event. So I know I haven't uploaded for like a month, but that's because a lot of the stuff that I've been doing is kind of like behind the scenes, proxying every card in the set and playtesting a lot of the decks out there. I won't mention which decks that I am going to be running, but I did like a couple star decks like Brawly, Gogeta Ramp, Kid Goku. Like a lot of those decks, I find a lot of interest in. But I've been definitely playtesting, and I'm still playtesting. We got about a week left into the Chicago Celebrations, so it's going to be a very exciting event. It's going to be one of the biggest ones from what I know, just from pre-registration. I know they extended singles events to like 600 players, and then team events, I think there's like around 350 players or something like that. So it's going to be a very big event. It's going to be a long day, and I can't wait for that. If you guys see me there, please give me a holler. Maybe I'll feature you guys in a video. By the way, my team is Team Boo Cake, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys see us there, give us a shout out. But yeah, hope you guys like this. I'll probably be uploading a box opening video of Destroyer King soon, and then after that is Celebrations. So I'll be getting footage from that event, as well as some decks and everything. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it for you guys helping me grow this channel and providing some content for you guys. And I hope you guys like some of my unique perspectives and builds for those players who enjoy and respect that. So thank you guys again. See y'all next time. Later.